Batman boxing talk.
We're back.
Alan, we back. Wake up.
I hear you. I'm with you. We are back. In honor of Earl Spence.
Exactly. We are back in honor of.
Oh, that's what y'all motherfuckers got me back for, Earl Spence?
Yes.
Oh my God.
In honor of Earl Spence.
I thought y'all niggas missed me or something. Y'all niggas said, fuck me, it's Earl Spence, huh?
It's Earl Spence. Look,
God
I said F both of y'all. It's because of
that's
Earl
fucked
Spence.
Up, man. That's fucked up, man. Hey, that's fucked up, man.
You say way to love, Brandon? He did say that shit, though.
I see. I don't give a fuck what the fuck Tony say. I look at Tony actions. That nigga love us. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. I don't gotta listen to what that nigga say. I'm looking at his actions. Now, with that being said, speaking of actions, y'all can fill in. I gotta get some shit off my chest.
All right, you go ahead. Cause I'm gonna let you go ahead and run with your boots today.
For those of you guys who feel like I hate boots, fuck it, I do. So, no, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. But for real, man, listen. I be saying the shit that I be saying about boots, and Tony and Alan, y'all both witnesses that I've been a big Boots fan. Alan even say I don't even criticize the motherfucker. He got mad at me when I said he was the closest thing to Roy Jones.
Yes, I did.
He put a lot of praise on Boots Ennis. So I'm just trying to understand, why is it an issue when I critique things that I see that I feel like the man need to fix? Am I the only one that feel like the man need to be a little more defensively responsible, not get lazy, not get bored? If you get bored, get the fucking fight over with. You know what I'm saying? Why put yourself in harm's way, bullshitting around, and then you fuck around and get your ass whooped, when you can just not get bored, whoop his ass, and go on and enjoy your night? Y'all always say we don't get paid for overtime, right?
True.
All I'm saying is the shit that you can get away with versus Lima and Xander, you're gonna get to a point where let's just use this for example. Let's say Bud, we all know how competitive Bud is. Let's say Bud looking at this shit like, whoop this motherfucker for real. Boots goes, and let's just say somehow he beats Fundor. He don't gotta fix his defense.
You really in fantasy right now? Go ahead.
No. I'm just because it's possible. You can't say that it ain't possible that he can beat Fundor. So you saying it's not possible? You saying it's possible or not possible?
Continue with what you were saying. I'll come on when you finish.
Respect. Let's just say he beats Fundor. Then he beats, what is it, Josh Kelly, or who's the guy that's the other belt?
Yeah, Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly.
And he becomes undisputed. And Bud says, undisputed at the 4th weight class? I'm coming back. That shit that you've been getting away with against Fundor and Kelly, that shit ain't gonna work against Bud. I believe Bud is coming back. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah,
People keep using that interview. What was that? The pivot where he was like, "Oh yeah, I wouldn't come back for no money." Yeah, he said he wouldn't come back for money. He never said he wouldn't come back for legacy.
Did you just hear him on the Brandon? Did you just hear him on the Ring Champs?
What he say?
He said he ain't coming back.
I don't believe him.
I do, okay. And I don't want him to come back.
I saw an interview where he said if he was to fight again, it would be for legacy, and the only way it would happen is if because he was talking about at 160 coming back and winning undisputed. If at the time Jenna Beck was supposed to fight, I hadn't been following the middle of the division.
Supposed to fight Lara and then
and
it would have
and
brought
unify.
those belts together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
you
he
pop
said he
dirty,
would
right?
come back and fought for that undisputed middleweight championship. So I think it is legacy with him, and the only thing that would bring him back is the win undisputed at the 4th division.
Which is what I think. And I think it wouldn't just be that. I think it will also have to be who the person is. And and it would have to be in a specific
Yeah,
amount of time.
Alan, he
You see
was
what I'm saying?
looking at
Like,
that.
Huh? What's that, Boom? Hello?
I think he might have froze.
Hello?
But I think he might have froze. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I think Tony might have froze. But I think that Bud is saying that based on what the landscape looks like now, that he's not coming back. However, I do think that there is something that can bring him back. Now, while that may not be money, I do think becoming undisputed at a 4th weight class against somebody like Boots, who at that point would have put himself in a position to have a name for himself that's worth it to come back for. You see what I'm saying? So I say what I say about Boots, not to criticize him because I'm hating on him, but more so to give him the understanding of, and granted, I think it's the people that get mad at what I say about Boots. When I listen to what Boots is saying, he's saying, yeah, I gotta get back to the drawing board. You know, I gotta get in there and tighten up the defense. So he's saying the same things that I'm saying. So to me, it doesn't make sense why people feel like, oh, you hating on Boots. Motherfucker, he see the shit too. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think
A lot of it, Brandon, is fanboys. Because I was listening to somebody give Lamont Roach an interview yesterday. And it sounded like a fan, basically kissing his ass. I mean, if you're not praising a person, then I don't think people understand the difference between critiquing somebody so that they can get better and actually hating on them. I think people see that as the same thing, and it's not. I mean, but that's where we at now. If you're not praising somebody, then you're hating on them.
Right. And I think you are absolutely right. And I think people got to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm one of those people that feel like just because somebody don't like what it is you're doing, don't necessarily mean they hating. Like, people have a difference of opinions. People like different things for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker might like your shirt and not like mine, and somebody else gonna see it totally different. It's okay. It don't mean that a motherfucker hating on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think people just gotta get out of that mindset. This shit is stupid. Like, now, if I'm just bashing a man just because for no reason, then by all means, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm saying, oh damn, I don't really know about Spence, you know? Like, I ain't seen a motherfucker in 3 years. I don't know what Spence I'm gonna get. Oh, you hating on Spence? How? That's a legitimate reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is stupid.
Well, that's no different than if you see two fighters and you pick the opposite fighter that everybody liked, and you hating on that fighter. And no, I just see skill sets. I'm looking at skill sets, and I see a skill set that's going to conquer another skill set. It has nothing to do with me disliking the fighter. It has nothing to do with it. It's just, that's what it's all about. It's about, especially with this sport, it's about skill sets. And whose skill set do you think will master the other skill set? Plain and simple.
Right. And I think people just you can't have fun boxing talk no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't sit down and break down the fight or break down this fighter and what they do well and what they do bad, and then break down this fighter on what they do well and what they do bad, and then give a thoughtful prediction on the fight, because everybody is so ready for it. Oh, you said this, you said, motherfucker. If you go look at this shit, you can see Tony came back. Hold on. If you go look at what Spence does, he does this well. You see what I'm saying? If you look at what he does bad, he does it bad. Regardless of whether that happens in the fight or not, has nothing to do with what you see when you looking at film. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the brother is back. I don't know what happened. I think you might have lost some service, but we good. We was talking about how people feel like anytime you give a critique or you say you don't like how a fight looked for a person, you automatically hate on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's the truth. Tony got on the polo hat.
It's not the truth.
I don't like polo. That don't mean I'm hating on Tony. You see what I'm saying? It's just they be all over the place. But anybody else have any thoughts on Boots?
Well, you know, I mean, in the beginning, at one point in time, when Boots started his rise, the two of y'all said he was. Well, no, I think you said he was the closest thing you seen to Roy Jones, and I was like, I ain't seen what y'all see. And I mean, he did show me something in the Zandis fight. He showed me some heart. He did, but am I going to say he's going to be the face of boxing? No, not at all. Nowhere close.
And see, to me, I think that term get thrown around way too much.
The face of boxing?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we can use the NBA, for example, right? Bron ain't been in his prime since probably 2016, 2017. Just listen to what I'm saying. We done had Steph, Luka, Joker, SGA, all of these motherfuckers that are great basketball players. None of them will hold up the league if they say, I don't know where I'm going. That's the difference between being a great basketball player and being the face of the sport. Am I right or am I wrong, Tony?
Yeah, you're right.
Just anybody not holding up the schedule. You see,
exactly.
When Canelo was on top of the world, boxing moved based on how Canelo decided it moved. Floyd, it moved based on how Floyd moved. Nowadays, we keep talking about Tank the face of boxing. These people not real faces. They just good boxers in an era that's really still Floyd's face, for real, for real. Floyd really still the face of boxing if you really want to keep it a buck.
No, stop.
Yeah, no, I'm not co-signing that.
I mean, hell, that's between Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. I mean, because of the Canelo Alvarez losing the Bud, I'll give it the Bud right now. But
Terrence is retired, man. That does not make him retired, so he can't be the face of boxing.
So it's Canelo still. So it goes back to Canelo. Or you could even say David Benavidez.
No, it is not. No, y'all just talking about people who are good boxers at this time. Them niggas is not faces.
I mean, it depends on what you basing this on. Are you basing it on activity?
I'm gonna give you an example. Was Larry Holmes ever the face of boxing?
At the time, no, because Ray Leonard was still fighting.
My point exactly. Didn't matter how great he was. He wasn't the face. Mike Tyson was the face of boxing. Didn't matter how good Holyfield and none of them other niggas was at that time. Mike Tyson was the face. When you look at Terrence Crawford and all them guys, they like Evander Holyfield, Riddick Bowe, those guys. The face of boxing moves mountains. So
fellas, hold on. I'll be right back.
Right. When Boots be talking about, yeah, I'm the face of boxing. No, you're not. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Does that mean you don't have the ability to get there? Absolutely not.
But Boots has always been delusional. Let me put that in there.
I ain't
Why
gonna
you
go
say
that
that?
far because I never.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, why did you say that?
yeah. What make you say that? How has he always been delusional? The boy just started talking.
Yeah, I don't get that one. The
Yeah,
man rarely say anything, which is another reason why I don't feel like he could be the face of boxing. He is the face of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody know you outside of boxing. My mama don't know who Boots is.
and you're
She
right.
know who Canelo is.
And in order to be the face of boxing, you're
You gotta
right. You
transcend
can't
it.
just have, you can't just have hardcore fans like us.
Yeah.
We should be able to go to the supermarket, like you said. If we see any goddamn Mexican at the supermarket, we say the name Canelo, they know him.
You can see a black person and say
And they
Canelo,
know him.
and they know him.
Yeah.
Watch
And
this.
they know him.
I don't know shit about soccer, but I know Lionel Messi. I know Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's what I was about to say. Who's the other one? Ronaldo.
You see what I'm saying? I can't tell you no motherfucking body else. It might be somebody else over there right now that's absolutely amazing. You say tennis. I'm not a big tennis fan, but I know Serena Williams.
Right.
I knew Tiger Woods.
Yep.
My mama knows Serena Williams. She know Tiger Woods. She don't know Boots Ennis.
Well, I mean, outside of Canelo, is anybody that big in the sport right now?
That's why I be saying, like, I think a lot of these people be too premature. Like, even Shakur, I'm probably the biggest Shakur fan in the world. He ain't no face of boxing.
No, he's not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't no face of boxing. But now that I was able to get that off my chest, I wanted to touch on this because I watched the weigh-in yesterday, and Stevie Fulton missed weight for the second straight fight by 6 pounds. So let me give y'all.
Brandon, Brandon, hold up a second. Because I said something to Tony. I think we talked about this 2 days ago. Certain ass whoopings change a man. That ass whooping that he took the same week that Earl Spence took that life-changing ass whooping, he ain't been the same since.
Listen.
Earl made weight, damn it.
Huh?
No. Hold on.
Did he?
Yes,
Hold
159.
Hold on.
The fight was moved to 160 for a reason.
There you go.
It don't matter. Look, there you go. Read to it, and he came in at 159, and so did Tim.
Look, watch this. Stevie Fulton missed weight versus O'Shaquie Foster. This fight was supposed to be at 130. He requested a couple days ago to move it to 133, and the motherfucker still missed weight by 6 pounds. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Like, at this point, bro, it's the sad part about it is, like you said, ever since the Inoue fight, it's like, I don't even know who the fuck Stevie Fulton is no more. I had so much high hopes for Stevie Fulton. Especially because the first time I ever seen him was on the Jerry Hurd versus J-Rock card, and the motherfucker was sharp. You know what I'm saying? So I started following him like, bro, Lil Young ain't like that.
And what he did to Allen's little
Brandon
boy.
Figueroa.
I like Figueroa, and he did the do. He whooped his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the thing is like, I might be a little worried about the man. Like, is it a mental? Like, I kind of want to know what's going on.
Well, seems like he done lost his focus.
Yeah, but the thing is,
go ahead.
When you lose your focus, it's probably best to just not fight.
I agree.
You know
this is not a sport where you can just, you talking about possibly brain damage and shit like that. So Yeah, but I mean, if this is how you making money and this is your only way of making money, you do what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I just look at the Adrian and shout out to Adrian Broner because he looked like he on the road to redemption or on the road back, at least as far as his health is concerned. But man, this is a lonely fucking sport, bro. And it ain't no telling what that man may mentally be going through. And this is where I say as fans is like we don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more so just get your ass in there and we want to see get in there and jump around for us or whatever the case may be, and we want to see if you can win or not. But last I heard he was training with Boots and Bozy. Y'all know how I feel about Bozy Ennis as a trainer. I don't think he that
How
good.
you feel about him?
I don't think he that good. I put him in the same conversation as Derrick James.
Damn, for real?
Let me say this. I'm not gonna say I don't think he good.
Where Allen go?
I don't know. His shit might. I don't know. He'll come back, I guess.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm not gonna say that he not a good trainer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that I don't like trainers. This is me, my personal preference. I don't like trainers that when in the heat of the battle, you don't have no answers. And I get that a lot from him, from TFEMO Daddy. I don't like them type of trainers because shit not always gonna go the way you plan it in the gym. Sometimes you get in this fight and we gotta totally flip. You get knocked down in the first round, shit gotta change from what we had in the was working on in the gym. So when shit changed as a trainer, I need you to be able to identify what the fuck is going on and what I'm doing wrong and be able to give me valuable information for the moment that's happening right now. Because at that point, I can then make changes. But if you saying shit like, bro, what you doing, man? You knock him out. Come on, man. What? Or, bro, what happened to your power? Or, bro, what's going on? You gonna be mad at you? Yeah, I'm gonna be mad at your ass tomorrow too if you don't fucking tell me what the fuck I should be doing. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't think I don't think he that good of a trainer from my perspective. Now, as far as what he do in the gym, I don't know. Maybe he's an excellent trainer as far as preparing the fighter for a fight. But we rarely get to see that side of it. We hear what's going on in the corner. So that's really all I have to go with. I don't know. Maybe I can go to
so what trainer are you talking about?
Bozy Ennis.
Oh,
Bozy.
okay.
Okay.
I was about to say, Allen, that's right. He did go out for a minute because I was about to say, what? All that talking we was doing, and you gonna ask what trainer you talk about?
So I was just saying, like, to tie that back. Last I checked, that's who was training Stevie Fulton. So it kind of, when I look at what I hear in the ring from him in the corner, and then I compare that to this, like the second or third fight that Fulton has missed weight, something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have a reason to be able to question something as far as his coaching.
I think it's something mental with him, and I don't know if he should be fighting, man. If he not gonna be making weight, man. I think he need to get himself together. I don't really care, like you said.
He took a long break after the anyway fight, didn't he?
Yeah, but that don't necessarily mean that you mentally stable. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree, but I mean the time he took off, I figured that's what that was about. And you know, when he came back, who was the fight when he came back?
He fought Figueroa again. He fought no, I don't think.
But that was before the anyway fight, wasn't it?
No, he fought Brandon Figueroa twice.
I know, but the second fight was before the
second fight was after.
It was after, but he won that second Figueroa fight. Who I mean possibly went through the same thing because I don't think he came back the same after he lost to Fulton because he actually felt he won that fight.
So Fulton fought Inoue in July So he took a year off. He fought
Okay.
Carlos Castro. Matter of fact, he got dropped in that fight. Now that I'm thinking about it, when he came back against Carlos Castro, but he ended up winning. And then he beat Brandon Figueroa February of 2025. So he took off a year and 2 months after Inoue, which most people take off about that long after a loss like that.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
O'Shaquie Foster. So he's missed weight for the last 2 fights, and he hasn't looked good since.
Nah, he didn't look good against Shockey Foster at all.
Nah, he looked shitty.
Yeah.
That surprised me. But like you said, something is going on, and I think that if Bozy is the trainer, he should be. Look, you need to take some time away from the gym.
Well, I don't know if Bozy, like I said, I don't know if Bozy is his trainer or not, but you make a valid point as far as the trainer is concerned, but you know, a lot of people, Brandon, who we think, that Gary Russell Jr. is like one of the best trainers in the game.
Top.
Bottom line.
Top. And people gonna say, yes, because y'all from DC. Nah,
no,
just
watch him.
Yes.
Watch him.
I tell you, like,
look, okay, you don't have to believe us. Look, why don't you just believe your lying eyes then? Because just watch him.
Yeah.
Watch what he tells his brothers what to do when they in the corner.
Yeah. And it's no sugarcoating. You see what I'm saying? Like, these trainers, granted, I get it. You gotta understand, you can't train everybody exactly the same. Some fighters need rough shit. Some fighters you gotta slow talk. The point is, you got, as a trainer, it's your job to figure out what's the best way to approach it. Alan probably needs you to say, Alan, don't do that. Tony probably need you to say, man, don't do that shit again. You're gonna be like, damn, you know what? Because you're right. You just gotta understand it. Me, I'm totally different. We all know how to deal with each other, but we all deal with each other differently. As a trainer,
we gotta tell you 5 times. Brandon, don't do that shit again. Brandon.
Sometimes gotta take them through a history lesson. God damn it. Hey, Brandon, but with that being said, a few days, sometime this week, you said that Gary Russell's brother was tailor-made for Shakur. And I said, I don't think that's a fight Shakur wants. Now, with the training situation, you don't think they can come up with a plan to beat your boy?
Because it's some things where, and this is what I'm saying about Boots, right? Boots is so talented that if he sharpens his defense, he's unbeatable. You know, it got to be some shit that's on him or he just go up too much and the motherfucker just too big. It got to be so much shit against him to be able to lose. I'm telling you. Or he got to be up against a fighter that's just as gifted. This is how you know what I'm saying is right. Boost is probably going 50-60% of what he could be, and look how spectacular he looks. The difference between him and Shakur is discipline. The thing that makes Shakur who he is his discipline level. Gary Russell, Antoine Russell, yes, he's a dog. He's going to come forward. He's going to do all of that shit. The problem is Shakur Stevenson's mentality is going to be keep the space, dictate the space, make him miss, make him pay. And then normally what that does, especially with a fighter that's kind of erratic like Gary Russell, is you start getting out of your comfort zone. You start not thinking. And then once you start not thinking, for somebody like Shakur, that's bad. I'm trying to tell you. It's the same as what I'm saying about Virgil. I just said the same thing about Virgil, right? And Boots. Tailor-made for Boots. Because what he going to do? He going to come forward. He going to be trying to land a bunch of hard punches. and Boots gonna pick him off, stab him to the body, grab him up. Next thing you know, you're gonna get laid on the fight. Gary Russell gonna start huffing. His brother gonna be probably smacking him in the corner. What the fuck is you doing, bro? Come on, you know you're not supposed to be doing that. Keep your right hand. Like you say, he gonna give you the information you need. The issue is, as a fighter, you gotta have the ability to go out there and do what the fuck they telling you.
Yeah, hold on a second, fellas. I mean, no, keep talking. I can hear y'all.
Right. So while I think now, granted, I do think Gary Russell is the toughest fight at 140. I don't think anybody else is tougher than Gary Russell at 140 for Shakur.
I think Gary Antoine Russell, and the only reason I'm saying this, I'm telling y'all now, is that because he's from here, he gonna beat Shakur's ass. That's all I'm saying.
Look, I fuck with the Russell. I totally understand that.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I do respect? You know what I do respect about that take? What I respect about that take the most is you telling me up front you don't give a fuck about what the ins and outs is, what the details is, who do what good. Because a nigga from DC. And guess what? I can respect it. Shit, motherfuckers don't get mad at Canelo when he say I'm picking a Mexican because he's from Mexico. So exactly. Shit,
I'm going with the hometown boy. Damn it. Like you said, Brandon, look, if you put up the technical aspects of it, it don't look like he got to win against Shakur. But ask me, 10 times out of 10, Gary Antoine Russell gonna beat Shakur's ass when they fight. 10 times out of 10.
I absolutely respect it. But for me,
are we taking the same avenue with Zepeda and Lamont Roach?
I'm taking Lamont Roach. But I'm picking
Lamont Roach.
I'm going to pick Lamont Roach versus everybody except Shakur Stevenson. I'm going to pick Gary Antoine Russell against everybody except Shakur Stevenson. Because I know what that little motherfucker does. I'm telling you, bro. Y'all are witnesses to me 6, 7, 8 years ago. I seen it a long time ago.
I'm trying to think the stylistic comparison with Shakur and Gary Antoine Russell.
I think it's a great stylistic. I think it's going to be. This is why I think he's the tough. This is why I think it's the toughest fight for Shakur at 140. But I also think that it's a fight that Shakur can make look easy, and it's because the way Gary Russell fights is going to make for an entertaining fight. See, for Shakur to be in fights that are super duper entertaining, the opponent is the one that got to make it entertaining.
Yeah, you got to press him.
So because Gary Russell is going to consistently come forward, Shakur is going to be moving and getting out of the way of a lot of shit, which is going to make for an exciting fight. But it's also going to make for a fight where it's like, damn, he just like chopping G up, young. He just like, and if you're not creative, and I don't see a lot of creativity from Gary Russell when it comes to how he fights, Shakur going to pick up on those little things that he probably done already seen in film. Because like Shakur tell you, every time I go in the gym and I shadow box, I'm shadow boxing against Devin Haney. I don't even know if people think shit like that. When I go in here and I do 7 rounds of shadow boxing, it's Devin Haney on the other side of the me shadow boxing. And I'm responding to the things that I've seen Devin Haney do over the years. The next day, it's Teofimo Lopez. I didn't even think like that. I heard him say that shit. I'm like, oh my, that's probably. He'd be so prepared for these motherfuckers. And then you look at Bud and look at Bo Mack and how prepared. He picking Bud brain. He picking Andre Ward brain. Andre Ward better than one of the best shadow boxers I've ever seen. I love the way Andre Ward shadow box. Because he shadow boxes not just to be shadow boxing. It's a purpose to how he doing it. and why he doing it that way. So Shakur Stevens is like I said, I've been saying it and I'm gonna keep saying it.
Shakur Stevenson is going to lose to Gary Antoine Russell. You right?
Listen, as much as I love G and them, and as much of a DC heart I got with me, I know who Shakur Stevenson is.
I'm gonna tell you what's getting ready to happen. Look, I'm gonna tell you what's getting ready to happen.
Go ahead.
He gonna fight. Look, he gonna try to get away. First of all, I think that Gary Antoine Russell got faster feet than Cepeda, faster hands, and hit harder. You saw how he forced Cepeda. He ain't gonna have no choice but to fight Gary Russell Jr. like that. I mean, Gary Russell.
I don't think so. You want me to tell you why? Let me tell you why I think that's all.
Why?
Because Cepeda was reckless abandonment. While I think Gary Russell is an aggressive fighter, I don't think he's just going to be throwing a bunch of punches like Marcos Maidana. That's not Gary Antoine Russell. So while he is an aggressive fighter, he's not wild or reckless. And Shakur fought Cepeda like that because he wanted to.
That's true. And he gonna fight Gary Russell like that, and Gary Russell.
Yeah, but the difference is Cepeda didn't have the firepower to hurt him.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think Shakur is even going to fight Gary Antoine Russell like that. And I'm gonna tell you what else I think Shakur can do that I think would throw off the Gary Russell plan. He could put him on his back foot.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
All right.
Oh, he gonna have to go on his back foot in that fight. He ain't gonna be able to stand in the pocket like that.
Who?
Shakur.
Maybe early on, but watch those middle rounds.
With brittle hands, that'll be suicide.
Well, it ain't, because the point is, and this is what a lot of people don't realize. Most people like to run from the fire. Most times the way to get away from the fire is to go to it. Most people not going to understand what I'm saying. But I'm going to give you an example through fighting. You look at Andre Ward versus Kovalev, right? Y'all still hear me? Alan, you look frozen.
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. You look at Andre Ward versus Kovalev, right? When Andre Ward was trying to keep his distance and be a smooth boxer, he didn't realize how sharp Kovalev was. And he didn't realize that Kovalev's power was at the end of his punch. Once he started to come to the fire, Kovalev was no longer Kovalev.
You talking about when he fought Canelo?
Kovalev, when Andre Ward fought Kovalev. Andre Ward thought initially, I'm going to stay outside, I'm going to keep my distance, I'm going to stay away from the fire. Once he realized Kovalev's power was at the end of his punches, he changed up his game plan and went to the fire. Y'all don't think Shakur Stevenson got the ability to walk Gary Russell down? Just watch.
Those two Kovalev fights with Ward was after the Canelo fight or before?
Before. Yeah, Ward is the one who beat Kovalev.
Man, that was years ago.
Yeah, my point is, it ain't about how long ago it was. It's
Kovalev
about
had fights after that too.
What does that have
He
to do with
won some
anything?
fights after the Canelo fight.
Yeah, but what that got to do with anything?
Yeah, what that got to do with the point Brandon trying to make right now?
The fuck. Anyway, the point is,
all right, let's get to Earl Spence. I don't care about
the power. We know Tony gonna try to go with Gary Russell.
That's right.
I'm with Shakur. I love the Russells, but I don't even think they really want to fight Shakur. When they asked that man about Shakur, he was like, "Well, you know, I'd rather
save him for last." We're gonna save him for last, and I never heard them say that before. That is true. And we're
gonna try and get Richardson, and we're gonna try and get Dawson Smith, and then hopefully that fight can build up. They may know what I know.
They sparred before, so he know.
They may know what I know. That's all I'm gonna say.
They said it was
They
a
may,
war, but he know.
They may know what I know. Tonight, the return of the big fish, the truth.
Yep.
What Tony said, let's do a show for. He said, fuck us. Spence back. We need to do a show.
Because
Spence is back.
We are all Spence fans, though. Every last one of us like Earl Spence.
Spence is back, and we need to do a show. The last time we talked about Spence, I said Spence was going to beat Crawford. Crawford was too small. Once Spence dominated him and got that jab on him, it was going to be through. And
you said he wasn't going to be effective from the southpaw stance.
I said he wasn't going to be effective from the, all that switching and shit wasn't going to work because Earl was fucking already southpaw. I said Crawford, little ass, he been hitting niggas that, man, Spence is a truck. Spence not worried about all of that. And Crawford went in there and proceeded. He proceeded to shut me the fuck up and shut everybody else the fuck up who said that Spence was gonna whoop him. And went on there and put on, I can say probably the best masterclass I've ever seen from two top boxers. Probably the greatest performance I've ever seen. I ain't even gonna hold you. And then on the other end, we got MZU. Pick your phone up because something is coming back.
It's you, Alan, because
I don't know what's going on.
Turn your volume down some.
Yeah, turn your volume down.
Yeah. You got MZU was on the pathway to following in his daddy's footsteps. And then he got halted.
Elbowed in the head.
By Clark Kent Fundora.
Till he got elbowed in the head.
And then he got whooped by Bakram.
Bakram just beat his ass, knocked him. Didn't he stop him?
And then And then he came back and Fundora taxed that ass again.
It made him quit.
Yes.
I told Alan.
All right, I guess it's time to go ahead and put that out there. I'm listening.
Yeah, no.
What out there?
B, didn't Fundora make him quit the sacrifice?
Sure did.
He made him quit.
Sure yeah, he was taxing that ass. He was taxing that ass. However, I don't think Xander quit.
I think Xander's corner was up and waving the towel. It was over.
And he looked and seen him and shook his head like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah.
Alan, sit the phone down and don't move it no more.
Bro, it's something with it. I don't know what's going on, but it keeps going out. I'm trying to figure out why this thing keep going in and out. But
you have Wi-Fi on?
Yeah, Xander, I think Xander corner did the right thing.
No, they did because he's young. So they, but I think people seen him on the one knee and look at his corner and shake his head and thought that was he quit. He looked at his corner for a way out. But what I think he was doing was about to get up and saw them throw the towel in and was like, all right, I get what y'all, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he had almost like a face like, damn, I don't think he quit.
No, I don't.
I don't think he quit.
Being that the punching power really, it was no way he was going to win that fight. He wasn't going to knock Boots out. So it really wasn't no way he was going to win that fight. And that's when you throw the towel in, when you know your fighter is nothing he can do. He shot his shot against Boots, and after that, it went back to ass whooping. So they did the right thing.
And I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad at the corner. I'm not mad at the corner.
Me
I
either.
don't like the fact that people saying that, oh, he quit. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody not meant to go out on their shield, especially when you that age. You 22, 23 years old. He can lose this fight and build himself back up and come back 27 and maybe fight Boots again and be way better. By that time,
And
Boots may not be
especially-
as good.
And especially Virgil Ortiz saying that when people are saying you fake the beef with your promoter in order not to fight Boots.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, I don't know how true that is.
Well, again, those are fans of Boots creating narratives.
I don't know.
I mean, he did lose in court though.
Yeah, and on top of that,
Mm-hmm.
you could tell Virgil wanted that fight.
Yeah,
And
I think so.
after he beat Lubin and Boots, Boots told you they wasn't even trying to let me get in the ring. Virgil's one said let him in.
Mm-hmm.
Right? As soon as they had that little shit, you know what Oscar said? Yeah, but all they need to know is we hold the cards. We determine. He was already trying to put it in, but I made a video about that. Like, oh, this shit ain't about to happen.
But
Oscar don't want that fight to happen.
Brandon, what was he saying immediately after that though? Earl Spence is my dream fight. I don't care what anybody says.
What would that guy do with anything?
No, he wasn't trying to fight Boots.
No, that don't mean that. That don't mean that. So let me ask you this: if Boots was to say Bud is my dream fight, does that mean he not trying to fight Fundora?
If he if Bud is not retired, right?
Yeah, but he didn't say I want Spence next.
I think he did.
He just said he said Earl Spence is my dream fight, and that's only because they from the same area. That's a fight that everybody thought was gonna happen. I don't think that has anything to do with whether he fighting Boots next or not.
They was talking about him and Boots, and he brought up Earl Spence being his dream fight. Ain't nobody asked him what his dream fight was.
Nah.
Not a damn soul asked him what his dream fight was.
Did you see the full interview?
Yeah, I saw it. They didn't ask
Virgil said that?
Dream fight.
What was said?
They said they was talking about him and Boots after that interaction. And then Virgil he started backpedaling, talking about, well, I always wanted to fight Earl Spence. Earl Spence is my dream fight. I don't care what anybody said. They didn't ask him what's your dream fight. They was talking about you and Boots.
Can I ask you a question?
Who?
Tony?
Go ahead.
What would Virgil Ortiz have seen that would make him not want a Boots fight?
Before Xander?
Was this before Xander or after?
Alan, come on, man.
I'm in and out. I've been in and out.
You gotta stay with us.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to catch up. I mean, after the Xander fight, I think everybody was calling Boots out.
Yeah, that's what Virgil really got on his soapbox. And said he would knock Boots out. Said Boots ain't going the distance.
I mean, Earl Spence coming back changes the landscape a lot. And if he beats,
What do we think about this fight?
Hold on. Let me see something. Can y'all see this?
What?
I can't see nothing.
Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what he said.
I wasn't here for a lot of it, so I don't know what went on and what was said. But the fact that the eyes of 154 were here. I know Charlo was ringside, Boots was here, we saw him in the ring, Spence was here and everything. A lot of the names that have circled you in the past were here to see you in this performance. What were your thoughts on them being here, and which one of them do you want next?
It doesn't matter who's next. If I had to pick, I'm gonna be honest, it would be Spence because that's my dream fight.
What I tell you?
AT&T, there you go, at the Cowboy Stadium, and I just think that's my dream fight. I don't care what anyone says about it.
So he didn't say he wanted Spence next, Brandon?
Respectfully, I just want to fight the best. I'm just a competitive guy. Yeah.
Virgil, how surprised were you with your performance, considering I was watching obviously Ruben's fight against Laura. That was a crazy fight, and you were able to in 2 rounds.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I was trying to. So I gotta look at the faces. I need everything to tell me what he's saying. So in this instant, yes, he should have said, "I need Boots next."
Exactly.
No, he didn't. No, he shouldn't have. No, he should not.
Yes, he should have. You know why? You want me to tell you why? You just was in the ring saying this is the fight you want next.
Exactly.
So that's why I never seen the interview. I just saw the quote. That's why I said, let me hear it. Let me see what he's saying.
The fight when he beat Lubin?
Yes.
And after him and Boots was in the ring together?
Yes.
Correct.
So you mean to tell me he changed posture that goddamn fast?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Now I see what Tony is saying.
Yes.
One thing about me, I'm going to keep it a buck. Now, had he said, well, Spence has always been a dream fight of mine, but I was just in the ring with Boots, and that's what I want next. Cool. They said, who do you want next? He did say it doesn't matter, which should have said Boots. But Spence is a dream fight, so if I had it my way, I would have Spence next. So yes, he absolutely wrong. Nigga probably didn't want to fight Boots. See what hey, one thing about me, I'm gonna keep it a beanie. So yes, now the motherfucker probably didn't want to fight Boots. So now I'm going.
B, I'm gonna tell you what I was doing when I said, "What do y'all think about this fight?" I knew what you were doing because you got.
Because I wanted to hear it. I wanted to hear it.
Save you, look, from witnessing your boy say, "I was Spence next."
Wait, one thing y'all should know about me is I'm one of them people I would rather know than not know.
That's true.
Because guess what? I'm going to take the information for what it is. This is immediately after Lubin. I know what the fuck just happened in the ring 36 seconds ago.
My problem
Nobody
with
should
that.
be asking you what you want next, and you should be saying anything other than Boots Ennis.
And check this out. Look, to add to it, what you said, they wasn't trying to let Boots in the ring. Virgil said let him in.
Yeah. So, and that's why I said, hold on, I didn't see that. Because what I see, Boots was trying to get in. They was like, nah. Virgil was like, nah, let him in. So I'm like, hold on. Virgil might try want to smoke. But after seeing this, I'm with Tony.
The problem that I had with what I just saw
off my screen.
What? Why are you talking about Spence? Spence hadn't even announced fighting again yet.
No.
At that point,
You gotta listen, Alan. You gotta listen.
What?
They asked him about the landscape of 154 and all of the people from 154 being here, and they said Charlo, Spence, and they asked them about those guys. So they didn't ask them about them. The point is, they also said, who do you want next? And his response should have been, you just seen what the fuck happened in the ring. That's who the fuck I want next. While I do believe Spence is a fight that I want, and that's a fight I always wanted, I want Boots next. That's what he should have said. And nothing other than that is suffice.
And I was wrong about them asking because they did ask. You know what I'm saying? I thought they didn't ask him at all.
But they didn't ask him about if he wanted Spence. So you was right too.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
what they did was they gave the landscape of all of the people that just happened to be there from the division, which really put the ball in his court to say Spence, Charlo, this person, and he chose to say Spence instead of choosing to say Boots. So now the motherfucker don't want to fight Boots.
Wait a minute. Who's the bigger name? Who's the bigger name?
I don't give a fuck. The point
Who's the bigger name between Spence and Boots?
I don't care.
What do you mean you don't care?
Because you just
who the fuck's gonna take the smaller name?
You just did all that in the ring, Alan.
I agree with you, but if you have a choice, it don't matter. But my dream fight is Spence.
No, Alan.
He said it don't matter, but my dream fight is Spence.
You know what he should have did? You know what he should have did, Alan? You know what he should have did there?
What?
He shouldn't have said, let him in the ring. He shouldn't have had all of that banter. Yeah, we can go next then. We can go next. If he would have said, nah, leave him out the ring, I want Spence next in the ring, then no, I wouldn't give a shit. Because we would already know he don't want that fight.
Alan, he not only said that Spence was his dream fight, he also said he said if I had my way, I would fight.
He would be next AT&T.
Yep.
And guess what he said? I don't care. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play it for you, Alan, because sometimes your ears don't work.
Care with anybody.
I'm gonna play it for you, Alan, so you can hear what the fuck he said.
So I don't know what went on and what was said, but the fact that the eyes of 154 were here, I know Charlo was ringside, Boots was here, we saw him in the ring, Spence was here and everything. A lot of the names that have circled you in the past were here to see you in this performance. What were your thoughts on them being here, and which one of them do you want next?
It doesn't matter.
Hold on, let me pause. What are your thoughts on them being here? And which one do you want next?
Yep.
Now, if you would have said Spence being here was good because that's a fight that I want, that's my dream fight, but I want Boots next, that's the only correct answer. That's the only correct answer.
There is no correct answer to that question.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. After you just got in that fucking ring and said this is what we doing next and all this other shit and y'all doing this, that's the only fucking answer. But let's listen to what the fuck he said.
Which one of them do you want next?
It doesn't matter who's next. If I had to pick, I'm gonna be honest, it would be Spence because that's my dream fight. I've been calling it since
AT&T.
AT&T. There you go, at the Cowboy Stadium. And I just think that's my dream fight. I don't care what anyone says about it. But anyone else, like I said, anyone.
How do you defend this, Alan?
If I had my pick, it would be Spence.
Alan,
if I had my pick, reason being, if I had my pick, I'm from Texas, Spence is from Texas, at Dallas Stadium. If I had my pick, this is the fight that I want. But he did not say or clearly dispute fighting Boots. And the reason why he probably said Boots get in the ring is because, well, if I don't let him in the ring, people gonna say I'm scared of him. So let me handle this right quick.
We still gonna say you scared of him.
Exactly. Alan, it ain't take that man a full 5 fucking minutes from getting in front of Boots' face for him to say that I want to fight Earl Spence.
Cool. Alan.
What?
Cool, Alan.
Yeah. I don't see nothing wrong with what he said, but go ahead.
Hold on. Let's see. Let me show you why it's a problem, Alan.
Well, Virgil, congratulations. You have had some big fights and some incredible knockouts in your career, but I don't think any bigger or any more incredible than what we saw tonight here in Texas. What did you think of that finish?
Before I answer your question, I just want to wish my brother a happy 25th birthday. Joe Ortiz right behind you. Let's go. Right here.
Let's skip past
there
this
wasn't much
bullshit.
to evaluate. I just capitalized on his mistakes. Just took as much information as I could and used it.
After the first round, you came back to your corner and rushed in that second round.
My hand is up.
Doing and try to break that distance.
We don't give a fuck
People
about that
think I'm
shit
just a come forward fighter. Yeah, I'm a come forward.
Take me through the finish. What were you
For the head and
as a fighter?
This is
in this weight class. I've been knocked out before, but I'm not sure he's
myself, and that's what I did. And you know what? There was so many people favored me a lot. You know,
the fight that you want.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see what they talking
We're ready for the best. We want to fight the best. Boots, come over here.
Boots, come over here. Hold on.
All right, so that you answer the question. Is this the fight that you want next? Virgil Ortiz against Ron Boots Ennis.
I think this is the fight that has to happen, man.
Should have happened at 147.
Fuck that you talking about, Alan.
It should have happened at 147.
Happen next, Alan. So do you see why 13 seconds later when you say Errol Spence is the fight I want, I don't give a fuck what nobody else want to say, why that's an issue?
Y'all make it sound like he ducking Boots. I don't see that.
The point is, Alan, you just did all of this. Then you get behind the scene 23 seconds later and say, well, the fight I want next is Errol Spence because that's my dream fight. I don't really care what nobody think.
Man can't change.
You don't care. If you not 13 seconds later.
The man can't have one person in mind. Or listen, it don't matter whether Spence is his dream fight. That ain't happening. You know what? I don't even know what we arguing right now.
Well, yeah, we don't know what you're arguing for, Alan, because
I didn't hear what y'all heard. The way y'all took it, I didn't take it that way.
Alan,
okay,
listen,
so
brother.
You didn't take him saying, look, calling Boots over there, Boots sitting there clapping, Boots telling him he gonna punish him for the shit he been talking. All that, and Virgil saying you ain't gonna punish nobody, and they asked, is this the fight that you want? He said this is the fight that has to happen.
Okay. Next. He didn't say it wasn't gonna happen. He said it has to happen.
No. What I'm saying is, if you, this is my thing. The last thing he said when he wanted the Spence fight was, I don't care what nobody thinks.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't care what anybody thinks, then why put on a performance for everybody to have a thought?
Mm-hmm.
Why not just say, nah, we don't want Boots to get in the ring because I want Spence next?
Yep. Why didn't he call Earl up in the ring? Earl would have came up there. But
he just said Earl was there, Charlo was there. Alan, if you don't see this, you just don't want to see it, brother.
I don't want to see it.
It's the best fight in boxing. I think he did a great job. He looked good. But I'm going to show the world why I'm the best in the world. And I'm going to show his team. They've been talking all crazy. They've been talking crazy. And I'm going to back it up. And I'm going to show the world why I'm the best in the world. But like I said.
But no one's been talking crazy, bro. Your dad is the first one that said that I was ducking. It's on video. It is on video that he said we ducked and we didn't get no offer.
It don't matter. The time is now. It's that time. Let's get this money and let's make this fight happen.
It does matter because you said that we're the ones talking. We're not the ones talking. Oh, we started talking after you guys started talking. It's retaliation. It's retaliation.
Your manager's talking all crazy. Oscar's talking crazy.
You hear talking about a little ass you
ain't nobody up there over here.
No, you know, I see a similarity with Terrence Crawford too.
I guarantee you.
I don't want to take your money away, bro. I'm not betting.
You ain't gonna take nothing. Nah. You ain't gonna take nothing. I guarantee you, we can bet any amount of money when we fight. I guarantee you, I'm gonna win.
I don't bet, but don't make any promises you can't keep, bro.
I'm gonna make every promise and I'm gonna keep it straight like that. You're a great fighter. You look tremendous, but I'm gonna show the world I'm the best in the world. I got something for you.
You got a yes for me?
I got a yes right now. Hey, Eddie,
that's what I was waiting for, Tony. Do you have a fucking yes for me?
Mm-hmm.
Virgil said that, not Boots.
Alan? What?
Huh?
What?
Yeah, okay, yeah, you laughing there.
You want Spence? Alan, if you don't see this, you a Virgil fanboy.
No, I ain't no Virgil. I ain't nobody's fanboy. You know, I'm sitting here thinking, and I remember seeing something similar with who the fuck was it? I'm sitting here thinking, who was it? Somebody did that shit and I got upset. I was like, damn, you just said he changed. Okay, totally different vibe in the back than it was in front of Boots.
Watch that. Hey, Tony, I was all on Virgil's side.
Yep.
Told me that motherfucker said he wanted Spence. I'm like, hold on, man. I don't know. That nigga told Boots to get in the ring. All the other shit. I pulled that shit up. I said, nah, that nigga didn't want to fight.
Actually, I just called Brandon about somebody doing that shit just last week. Oh, well, he don't count, though. Go ahead.
You too stubborn for your own good sometimes.
Sometimes.
You just don't want to say, damn, you know what? Y'all niggas right. I would just say,
sometimes,
damn, Tony, you know what?
Sometimes, but I'm going to say this. That guy that fought a couple weeks ago in the ring, if he had fought Virgil Ortiz, he gets knocked out. Do y'all disagree with that?
I disagree with. I disagree with it because that means you assume that the entire fight is going to go exactly how Xander's went for him to be able to get the same hook off. How do we even know he fights that way against Virgil? Xander started off trying to box. I don't know if Virgil's going to do that.
And check this out.
I don't think he will.
No, but check this out, Alan. The fight that you said that you thought Virgil lost when he got knocked down like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
That dude don't hit as hard as Boots. Ain't as fast as Boots. So, look, just like that look Xander had on his face when Boots dropped him for the first time, like, Jesus Christ, this shit's real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Virgil is going to find out. That's why you can't just say, but you saw what Xander had to walk through in order to get to that 3rd round.
And on top of that, I don't even think it was Boots' power that was the issue. I think it was the speed.
It was the speed. He
I
had
don't
a
think
problem with speed.
that shit coming.
Yeah.
When Boots is like, when I hit him, it wasn't even a hard hit. He just ain't see that shit. Man, listen, all I'm gonna say is that motherfucker tune changed. He went from a motherfucker that said he wanted Boots next, and 31 seconds later, the motherfucker said, I want Spence. I don't care what nobody think either. I can't rock with it. I gotta keep it a buck. I'm sorry. I gotta keep it a buck. I'm sorry. The nigga, after seeing this, the nigga don't want to fight.
Right now, I don't think Boots has anything lined up. Although I think he should fight Josh Kelly to up his status, but no one's got a fight signed, so I don't see why they ain't in negotiations right now for that Boots and Ortiz fight. The De La Hoya shit, that court shit is over with. I don't know why they should be negotiating.
No, Boots and them, they don't want that fight now.
I don't think he cared that much now. See, you gotta realize when they was talking, Virgil was what is it called? What is it when you're not the champ? Interim. There you go.
Interim. Yeah.
Virgil was an interim champion. Boots ain't have shit.
So
Boots was willing to take.
Brandon, say it right.
Interim.
Virgil was the undisputed interim champion.
Yeah, he was the interim undisputed all-time lineal champion of the world, and Boots didn't have anything, so he was probably willing to take that stepping stone to get in that position. But then you get Xander, who everybody I feel like need to get a nigga some respect, because like you say, he ain't had to fight Boots.
No, I give him all
got 2 belts. Boots is unified.
Yeah.
It's being a different boat now, nigga. You ain't about to come in. And I think they was letting him get the line. Nah, you got to listen to what the fuck I'm saying now. Yeah.
They let him, they agreed to everything.
Right.
To fight Virgil, and then, the stuff with De La Hoya happened. So now, like I said, they not interested.
Right. So
but I think Virgil should do what you, like you said, look, go after Josh Kelly if you want one of those.
Like I said, the 3 of them, Fondor, all the 3 of them should be racing to Josh Kelly. But I think Boots got the inside track.
Yeah, he does. With Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, and which I think it makes sense. Go ahead and get the Josh Kelly fight. I think Fondor is lined up to fight his mandatory anyway. So go ahead and get the Josh Kelly fight. Let Fondor take care of his mandatory. And then I say probably March, May next year, Boots versus Fondor for all the marbles.
I don't think you're gonna see that first.
Then guess what? And then after that, I think Bud gonna come back. Watch what I tell you. But speaking of Bud,
well, hold up, B, hold up, because I think the fighter up tonight, the winner of tonight's fight, will get a fight with one of them next.
I don't know, because TSZYU said he's not going back to 154 after being at 60. And maybe Spence will get but I can see Spence and Virgil fighting.
I wasn't thinking about that part, because I don't why would Earl come back down?
Yeah. So did y'all want to before we move on to the next, let's go back to this. What y'all think about? What's the predictions for tonight?
Earl Spence by stoppage.
Ooh. Alan?
I've been thinking about
We know you're gonna take TSZYU, Allen.
I'm thinking about Tyson Holyfield. I'm thinking about Tommy Hearns and Ray Leonard. And then the similarities in those fights is you had a guy that came back looking for a name who underestimated the guy he was fighting.
So you going
3
with
years is
TSZYU?
a long time. I'm taking TSZYU.
Alan, we already knew. We just needed to hear your reasons.
Okay.
already knew who the fuck you was taking. But I'm a Spence. I can't go against Spence, man. I'm with Spence, bro. I don't know. I am worried about a few things. I don't like when people get new trainers and go straight into this type of fight. However, I do think Ronnie Shields is a great trainer, but sometimes it's just that comfortability, you know, with a new trainer that you used to a certain way and Ronnie gonna have his way. You know what I'm saying? I did see a lot of the early sparring. I mean, not sparring, but like him hitting the mitts and stuff. It's still like he one punch at a time. I want to see Earl go back to when he was throwing combinations. So I am, and then just like I said, his mental. I don't know how his mental is. I don't know, like you said, being off 3 years. I did hear something when he said he wanted to quit. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that he a quitter. You know, I don't know. I'm just going with Earl. I'm going with Earl. I don't know if it's going to be a stoppage. I don't know if it's going to be a decision, but I'm rocking with Earl for the night.
I don't think TSZYU can win a decision. So
you don't think so in Australia?
No.
It's a close fight.
No, if it goes the distance, it'll be a boxing lesson on Earl's part. But what I'm looking at is who has more to lose. And you're talking about a prideful man fighting at home. And shout out to Crocodile.
Yeah, Crocodile doesn't he? Asked about y'all. I told Tony.
Yeah, shout out to Crocodile and thanks for keeping us in your thoughts, Crocodile. Man, you know, before the Fondor fight, TSZYU was on his way. And like I said, I think Earl picked the wrong guy. I appreciate Earl for coming back. I'm glad Earl's coming back, but I think he picked the wrong guy. Just that simple.
Now, to me, I think he picked I think he picked the perfect guy.
Me
tell
too.
You why.
Me too.
Tell you why. Because TSZYU hasn't looked good in maybe the last 3 fights outside of the fight I think he had just recently.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a big enough name to garner the attention of the world of boxing.
Yeah.
But I don't think TSZYU is what he was 3 years ago.
He has not looked the same since the elbow.
Right. So I think it's the perfect fight. Because I don't think Tim is at his best, I also don't think Earl is at his best.
Mm-hmm.
But it also is a fight that has the namesake of, oh shit, Spence versus Zoo. It could go out there, they both be some shit. You know what I mean? But I think it's the perfect fight.
No, I don't think it's gonna be some shit because of the fighting styles. I think it's gonna be a good fight.
We thinking about the fighting style of what we last seen from Earl. And to be honest, that really didn't look good. So we got to go what we last seen, which is him versus Ugas.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like I said, it could be one of the things where they both passed it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
Yeah.
However, since we have so much support for Earl Spence, I did want to get y'all thoughts on this.
Ladies and gentlemen, you'll see this fight, of course, live here in Sydney tomorrow, and welcome to Sydney.
What y'all think, man?
What, Terrence Crawford supporting Earl Spence?
Yeah.
Listen, to me, I get excited when I see shit like this because boxing is like no other fucking sport, bro. Like, you play basketball against a motherfucker, y'all have a friendship. Play football, you can have a friendship with them. Y'all we punch each other in the face. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I get it.
So to see Bud fly all the way to fucking Australia,
yep,
and showed a level of support for Earl that probably a lot of his fans don't even show against somebody who was your op. But I think I said this shit,
bro.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That's the beauty of the sport.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think I even said this shit, and I probably ain't gonna be able to find it because it was years ago when we was talking about the lead up. This was before they even fought. We was talking about them, you know, Bud being the best and Earl being the best, and I was like, bro, you know what? But them motherfuckers probably will fight and be how I think I used Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns as an example. How whenever they see each other, they love being around each other.
No, they
Sugar
don't.
Ray Leonard, it's a love, nigga, but it's a competitive love.
We say Tony, no, they don't.
But them motherfuckers love each other, bro. Them motherfuckers love each other, bro. But it's like when it's
every time they're around each other, Brandon, Tommy want to fight Ray. He try to fight Ray.
But it's a competitive. It's like Michael Jordan, right? They were showing the 75th little joint year when all of the players came together. And Michael Jordan seen Magic Johnson. He was like, you got your shoes, we can go one-on-one right now. Like, it's that competitive edge, but them niggas love each. You can tell they love each other, bro.
That's true.
And I think these motherfuckers gonna be the same way, bro.
I mean, look,
go ahead.
You know, Brandon, it's a certain amount of respect. And you see, you know, just like you talk about playing basketball against somebody, but think about the camaraderie that you and your team had when you was on that team. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And which I had to go through, you know, that builds bonds. But like you said, when you go 12 rounds or 9 rounds or whatever, or 8.5 rounds, and like you said, punching each other in the damn face, it does build a different type of respect.
And it's easy to have a disdain for a motherfucker when you fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the fact that they can understand, like, because think about how a motherfucker would be in the street if they whooped a motherfucker the way Bud whooped Earl. Man, you say some shit out the way if you want, I smack the shit out. You already know what I did to you. You see, the fact that Bud don't even look at that shit like that, it's like, bruh, that motherfucker is a hell of a fighter. I'm just a great fucking fighter. And like you say, I love the fact that he was like, I'm a fan of Earl Spence, bro. I've been a fan of his before y'all put me against him. I was a fan of his when I fought him, and I'm a fan of him. I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just love to see shit like that. I just respect stuff like that, man. I hate to see like the Tank Davis and shit. You everything gotta be a beef, then they gotta fake go somewhere else. Like, we in a sport, nigga. You Teofimo is Shakur, like, bro, like you say, but I respect Tio. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker ain't have to give me no shot.
But let me say this, Brandon, because the way they do things now, the way Ryan Garcia and Tank had felt like they had to sell that fight, or the way Ryan Garcia acted towards Devin Haney to sell that fight, you can't come back from that type of disrespect. That these guys.
Let me tell you something, Alan.
Go ahead.
We watched Mike Tyson tell Lennox Lewis that he wanted to take his kids and step on their testicles.
I thought he said eat them.
We eat his testicles, step on his testicles. We watched Mike Tyson tell a motherfucker, bro, and then he rubbed blood off Lennox Lewis' face in the post fight. If you can come back from that, bro, you telling me Haney and Ryan Garcia can't?
But Mike Tyson has never showed himself to be a person that couldn't humble himself after being humbled.
So what you saying? It's like
the word respect is different than what it was 10, 15 years ago, is what I'm saying. It's just a different game now.
So it sounds like you're saying this young generation is just different.
They are different. They are different.
I mean, what do you mean? I mean, first of all, I don't even know why that's an issue, because Terrence and Earl didn't have no really heated lead up to the fight where they talked a bunch of stuff about each other. Right. They both liked each other, obviously.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying I don't feel like I would much rather this. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, exactly.
when I look at like it's like with Tank, he gotta build some type of something with you or whatever. And maybe that's just a competitive edge, man. I gotta be mad at the nigga to fight him or some shit. I don't know. I don't know, bro.
I swear I saw an interview just the other day where Ryan Garcia was talking shit about Terrence Crawford, and I'm like, it's not making sense. This man's retired, and you still talking about the man ain't fought nobody. What the fuck,
man? Like I said, I respect Bud and how he moved through his career, and I respect Earl and how he moved, and I'm glad that this is the outcome of that fight because, and I'm just looking at it. Look at what we just said about Stevie Ford. Ashwood could send you somewhere mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And
we never know.
I just hope he there, man. Because, like you said, it could take one. And me and Alan talked about this too. It could take one of them straight right hands from TSZYU to remind him of everything he went through. Remind him of every damn thing he went through. Oh shit! And I just hope that's not the case, man. I really do.
Me too, yeah. Because I'm gonna tell you this. I was happy for Bud. I was so bad for Earl Spence after that fight, bro.
Me too, man. Me too.
I don't want to have to feel that. I don't want to have to go through that.
You know, I remember questioning both you motherfuckers after that fight because it looked like you motherfuckers wanted to cry. What the hell?
Yeah, because we never thought, and I think Tony will agree with me when I say this. We never thought it would look like that.
Not like that, man.
Like we thought, like, okay, Bud could possibly win, Earl could possibly win. We never thought it was going to look like that.
Not like that.
So I'm saying that to say,
Alan, I'm telling you, it was like the Matrix. Remember when that dude was pulling the plugs on him and the girl was like this?
Yeah.
Not like this.
Yeah, not like this. Yeah. Not like this. And look, but what I'm saying is, Bud being this supportive could possibly help Spence from a mental standpoint. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm just glad because listen, he would be like, man, you heard what Earl said on what was that Andre Ward or Andre Berto when he was like, man, I was hoping the motherfucker said some shit like Crawford beat the shit out of you because I was gonna whoop their ass. You ain't hear that one?
No, that must have been Berto.
Like, yeah, he was like, man, I was hoping the motherfucker said, he was like, I was hoping the motherfucker came and said some shit like, yeah, Crawford beat your ass. I wish a motherfucker would. It was funny as shit. That shit was hilarious, yo.
Yeah, I mean, on Andre Ward though, he said, "Look, he was like, I'm glad I ain't take that bet."
Yeah, that $1 million bet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was. I'm just gonna try to find it and see if I can show. Man, that shit was hilarious. He was like, man, because Berto was the thing I like about these boxers actually having podcasts is, especially guys like Ward, Berto, they've been through this shit at the highest level. Right. So Berto pretty much was talking about he was on the same trajectory as Earl Spence. The new fly thing and all the talks about him fighting Floyd, and then you run into that speed bump, you get beat up like that, and now mentally.
Who beat the shit out of Berto?
It was Victor Ortiz.
Yeah, Victor. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Victor Ortiz.
Okay. Yeah, that was why he ended up fighting Floyd. Yeah.
Right. And he pretty much was saying when he lost to Virgil, that's how people don't realize Virgil Ortiz got that Floyd fight because he beat Berto.
Yep.
But he was saying like when he lost to Victor Ortiz, he went into a deep state of depression. and he was pretty much asking Earl Spence how did he deal with that loss. He was like, he ain't want to go places because he ain't want motherfuckers to be like, you got your ass whooped. Earl was like, shit. I was the opposite. I was like, shit, I wish a motherfucker would say you got whooped by Crawford. And shit was funny as fuck. All right, and then this has been a great show, but we can end off with the new news that Haney versus Keyshawn Davis has been confirmed. It's been confirmed.
I'm waiting for the press conference.
Let me see. I'm with you on that because you listen. You know how I feel about Bill Haney.
This is what I think about. Like Bill as a father, you know, immaculate. But I'm talking about. I think that they. It's like you can take the Haney's attention away from anything. All you gotta do, like, look, when they was talking about, when they were talking about Shakur. And and Keyshawn. Tank throw his head in the ring, and then all of a sudden, let's negotiate with Tank. What the hell? You was just negotiating with Shakur Keyshawn. So that's why I said I will wait until a press conference because anything can take their attention away.
This says the targeted date is October 2026. And it's via DAZN. Haney just reportedly signed a multi-fight deal. And Haney accepted the fight path towards the targeted October appearance. So they bypassed the purse bid. So they had to come to a deal or the purse bid would still be on. But yeah, so but this is my thing with that, right? And I know people, you just like Shakur. Nah, it's just keeping it a buck. Bill did all this extra shit about the coming to 144 and all that other shit. And this is what I don't like about Bill enough. They will know what is going on behind the scenes, right? A lot of us didn't know that Shakur had this Zuffa stuff in the mix or whatever and may have been working on this. Bill will know these things behind the scenes and then try to use them to his advantage. That's what I don't like. He will know that, I know he working on a deal with Zuffa. Let's call him out right now, right? You call him out, you run to the media. Of course, you know Shakur is not going to respond if they are in talks to do something, whatever the case may be. We'll drop the belt. We'll drop the belt. We ain't tripping off the belt. You heard him say that, right, Tony? People gonna come and see Shakur versus Haney because that's the best fight. We ain't tripping over the belts. So Shakur said, cool, drop the belt, come to 144. Now all of a sudden, Haney versus Keyshawn Davis confirmed for October.
I think I did hear one thing Bill said. Why send Shakur sending everybody else to fight?
But you know what, though? I'm going to tell you this, Brandon. Mm-hmm. Your boy does a lot of double talking, Shakur. He will say one thing, then he a lot of next thing. You say one thing, a lot of next thing. And second of all, I think it was Jay Prince who sent Keyshawn at Devin Haney because he didn't want him to fight Shakur Jack. Because look, the thing was, and I'm gonna tell you how it started. Because when they were on the phone together, I know you saw this, Brandon. When they were on the phone together, Bill said he wasn't coming to 144. Remember?
That's what Bill said.
Yep, Bill said he wasn't coming to 144, and Jay Prince said he's not going past 144. He said, so we don't have a fight. And then, like you said, and it wasn't Bill who said that shit. I think it was Devin who texted Shakur talking about, so if I come to 144, do we have a fight? And Shakur said, yeah.
Exactly. So guess what? That is consistent with what Shakur has been saying. You know why? Because Shakur initially said, I will come to 147. If he's going to have a rehydration clause. That's been consistent.
He ain't say no. He did. I never heard him say that.
He did. No worries.
Yeah, pull that up. I never heard him say that.
He initially said, I will come to 147, but I'm going to want to have a rehydration clause because I'm not at that weight yet. He said, but if Devin wanted to come to 144, 2 fights ago before Brian Norman Jr., he just fought Jose Ramirez at 144. I won't ask for no rehydration clause if he come down, because we will be meeting in the middle at that point. That's when the whole 144 shit happened. No worries, I got you. Because then Devin tried to use, or Bill and them tried to use, when you said you was going to come to 147 for Conor Ben.
Yeah, but he always said that he wouldn't come to. No, I get what you're saying. He said if I came to 147 to fight, not that he would. He said if I came to 147 to fight Devin Haney, I would need a rehydration clause. He said they said you wouldn't. You said but you would come to 147 to fight Conor Ben. You wouldn't ask for no rehydration. He said yes. Well, he actually was with Conor Ben.
Right, but the thing is,
and he said Conor Ben's some trash though. He said that's why. I mean, I'm not really he said I'm not really a welterweight. So no, I wouldn't fight Devin Haney there. I don't remember him saying that. You gotta show me.
Can you see that?
I remember him saying he wouldn't come to 147 for Devin.
Can you see that?
No, I can't see it. You talking about somebody whose eyes bad, man. Read it.
I'll read it. Shakur Stevenson says he is willing to move up to 147 pounds, but only on his own timeline or under specific conditions. He insists on a strict rehydration clause for fighters like Devin Haney or Conor Ben, rather than rushing straight into the full welterweight division without terms. So he said that he would come to 147. Bill was all over all of these websites saying they wasn't taking no rehydration clause.
Can I ask you a question? Did he also say that it didn't matter what weight they came in, he would win, he would beat them? I'm talking about Shakur.
No, he was talking about 144. He said that Devin's still going to outweigh him by 20 pounds.
If he fight him, he's still going to outweigh him by 20 pounds, but it don't matter. The point is, he would have some type of advantage by Devin having to make 144.
But see,
he don't want to give Devin all the advantages by going to 147 and being too small and letting Devin have all the rehydration. He don't want to concede all of that if he's not going to that weight to stay. I don't see anything wrong with that.
But look, but just like you pulled that up, you could probably pull up something where he said he's not going to 147 to fight Devin Haney.
Right, but my point is, but my point is how Bill tries to use things when it's convenient. That's my point.
All I think is
Bill will know what is going on behind the scenes and know. Think about it. Bill and them supposedly had a Zuffa deal, right? He knows what's going on behind the scenes. He uses our ignorance to those things to try to push certain narratives when it is beneficial. But then, once Shakur got the deal signed, and he said, I wasn't signing to Zuffa unless they could guarantee me certain fights. I only signed him because they was guaranteeing me certain things. So as soon as the deal goes through and it's announced, he says, my next, opposite of what Virgil just said, my next order of business is Devin Haney. Now all of a sudden, for Bill and them, well, we got to take the Keyshawn fight. No, you know, you can do what you initially said on Mill City Boxing, which is we could drop the belt. What's the belt going to do? The biggest fight in boxing is Shakur versus Devin. Now all of a sudden, you got to take the Keyshawn fight. No worries.
I mean, if they keeping the belt, yeah.
My point is, you made it seem like the belt wasn't that big of a deal because of how big Shakur versus Haney was. All I'm pointing out is I see the bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, but I see it from both sides, though. I do.
Why should Devin Haney have to concede anything?
We're not saying that he should. My point is, because guess what Shakur was saying? I'm not ready to go to 147 yet. That's what he's been saying. Yes, I will come up for Conor Ben, but I want a rehydration clause. But I really want to go back to 135. Is that not what he's been saying? Right. So, but now if y'all keep pushing this Devin Haney shit, cool. I'll fight the nigga at 144. Or if I come to 147, he's not going to come in fully good at 147 and then still get the fucking rehydrate. No, he's going to take a hit somewhere. I'm the one taking all the hits because I'm really not a 47 pounder. But the real thing is, y'all can shut the fuck up about Devin Haney, and I can go back and do what the fuck I'm supposed to do.
But you know what though, and this is another thing, Brandon. Look, see what they were talking about, and this is something that you used to always talk about is the whole network thing. It seemed like Zuffa is the odd person out, even though I've seen fights that they've made. You know what I'm saying? But it seemed like they the odd people out. So yeah. Just like Bob Arum promised Terrence Crawford when he re-signed that he was going to get him the Spence fight, he couldn't get it.
It's different. You know why it's different? Because they don't have a network issue. Because you know where Zuffa happens at?
Yeah, on Paramount.
Right. They don't have a network issue though.
You know, no, the reason why it happens on Paramount, they don't fight on the zone. That's an issue.
No. Not with Shakur. That's what he was saying. He said, I signed with Zuffa. The difference with Terrence Crawford was they could not make Al Heyman do business with Bob Arum. Devin Haney is his own thing.
That's true. That fight can happen. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. So that's different.
Yeah, that fight can happen. You're right.
Devin Haney just signed with Matchroom?
Yeah.
Who? No, he didn't just sign with Matchroom. He has a DAZN deal.
Yeah, he has a DAZN deal as his promotional company has a DAZN deal.
Right.
Yeah.
Devin Haney and Shakur, and that's what Shakur said. I signed with Zuffa only after they promised me that I can make whatever the fuck fight I want to happen.
Yeah, but
all I'm saying is cool. The point is, if it's in the contract, you gotta abide by it.
Yeah, or you don't.
Or you breach the contract and I can roll.
Yeah.
It's a loophole. I just don't be liking that bullshit because I peep it. I peep it all the time. Now, do Shakur be saying a bunch of, like, prime example, I'm one of the people that say, fuck Devin Haney, your next fight need to be against O'Shaquie Foster because you said that if you beat Ray Ford, I will fight you. So guess what? I don't cut cards on me for Shakur, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. Bill and them be on some bullshit. Shakur next fight need to be against fucking O'Shaquie Foster. Whether it's at 135 or 140, that needs to be his next fight.
It's gonna be against Arroyo, man. Come on, we know.
Huh?
It's gonna be against Arroyo, who signed with Zuffa. Isn't no
I don't know, because I just watched this. I just heard Shakur say he don't want to fight him.
Yeah, watch.
I just heard him.
Look, Devin, I'm glad that the Devin, you know what? I didn't want Devin to fight Shakur any goddamn way.
Why you
I wanted Devin to fight Keyshawn since Jay Prince called them people and said, put Keyshawn at number 1 to block
go right here. I got you. I'm gonna read it for you. Shakur Stevenson signed a multi-fight promotional deal with Dana White Zuffa Boxing on my birthday this year.
Oh no, I know everything you said, Brandon. I know everything you said. Yeah.
Undefeated 4-division world champion Shakur Stevenson is the highest profile signing. Incentives. The lucrative, life-changing financial package was heavily influenced by Zuffa's promise to chase high magnitude fights. That's the only reason he signed.
But check this out. Look, you hear what that said?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Because I know what you're about to say. What? Targeted opponents. Stevenson cited a path towards major bouts against Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis as the primary reason for joining. The deal is anticipated to allow him flexibility to appear on cross-promotional or Riyadh season-backed events supported by Saudi boxing head Turki Al-Sheikh.
Yeah, well, he owns
Cool. The point is, he made sure that the deal had the ability for him to fight Devin Haney.
Yeah.
While Bill and them was doing all this YouTube shit, he was doing what the fuck he was supposed to be doing behind the scenes.
But no, what I was going to say
is as soon as this shit came out, we gotta fight Keyshawn Davis.
Yeah, because but look, it wasn't as soon as it came out. It's when they said, look, it's a damn it, it's going to first bid, and you have to fight Keyshawn Davis.
No, because Bill said we will drop the belt. You want me to pull it up?
Yeah, I know he said that, but he said that back then. He ain't said.
I mean, he said a lot of shit. Bill does. That's part of Bill's negotiation, man.
But
Bill
do you not understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I see through the bullshit.
That's not bullshit. It's negotiation.
No, it's not negotiation. It is getting the fans to see Devin Haney from the perspective that he wants them to see Devin Haney from, which looks like this monster that will just fight anybody regardless of anything.
Well,
the reality is, I'm not a dummy, and I can read through the bullshit. So guess what? If the Keyshawn Davis fight ain't that big, and y'all don't care that much about the belt because Haney versus Shakur is the biggest fight in boxing, then who gives a fuck about a purse bid? Drop the belt.
Drop the belt to fight Shakur Stevenson and make all the
This is what Bill said. This ain't what I'm saying. I'm telling you what Bill said. My point is, I'm also showing you he's full of shit. Yeah, but once again, that's like saying, oh, I want Brandon and Tony, but y'all got to sign on the same time. You can't make deals like that. You can say, hey, we want to fight you. We got this fight lined up first, but this is what you
exactly. He said, look, he said he wanted a guarantee that he could get both of them back to back. That's what he said.
So my thing is, once again, I'm telling you, I'm reading through the bullshit. So you have an opportunity to fight the better version. You chose Keyshawn Davis. If you didn't care that much about the belt, you shouldn't have said it. I'm going to tell you the same shit I just said about Virgil Ortiz. If you wanted Boots first, you should have said Boots behind the scenes too then.
And I don't think Bill, like I said, I don't think Bill was the one who really opened that 144 door because he stayed
No.
there.
Shakur was the one that said it. My point is...
No, listen to what I'm saying.
I got you. You said it was Devin.
It was Devin. Yeah, it was
right.
Devin.
My point is they work together, Tony.
No, they don't.
We know that. But
Bill that's not the first time Bill has said one thing and Devin has said something different.
Yep, Bill worked together. Devin.
Understood. And so guess what? What they thought was we're gonna pull his card with the 144. Shakur Stevenson said, I want Devin Haney next at 144. Devin Haney is fighting Keyshawn Davis. I'm just telling you what I see.
But yeah, that's true.
I'm just telling you what I see.
Can you pull up when Shakur said he would not fight Devin Haney? Because Keyshawn is his number one contender, and I won't take that fight from Keyshawn.
No, what he said was, let me get you right. What he said was, I won't step on Keyshawn's feet. But if they are talking about dropping the belt, we can go next. Why he said that? Because if they drop the belt, guess who still gets to fight for the belt, Tony?
Pull up when Bill said they'll drop the belt.
Bill said a lot of shit. Bill always has said a lot of shit. That's part of Bill's game.
I think I remember him saying
that. That's the point I'm making, though. That's the point I'm making. The point is, I'm telling you, I read through the bullshit. I see the bullshit. The fact that he say a lot of shit is exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, but like I said, both of them talk a lot of shit.
Yeah, because Shakur talk a lot of shit too. Because, like you said,
I'm not talking about talking a lot of shit.
Be happening.
I'm talking about talking out of both sides of his mouth. You got whole goddamn boxing channels out here, and I've been listening to them. They talk about Shakur saying one thing on one thing, and then turn around the next interview and saying another. They saying to the fact that Shakur need to They need to tell Shakur just stay off of stop going on interviews.
Yeah, but my thing is, I don't need to listen to boxing channels to see what I see.
Yeah, so you see in mine too, though.
So this is I just showed you in the Virgil example, Tony. I told you I didn't think what Virgil said was wrong. Once I seen it, what did I say? No. But why did I tell you what he said was wrong? Because you just said it in the ring about it being next. I did not have an issue with Virgil saying Spence was his dream fight until the circumstances did not match, right? So this is what a lot of these boxing channels will do. First of all, you are being interviewed. That's why I asked you. Did they ask him about Spence? Because a lot of people will say, oh, we'll use Tank for an example. They keep bringing up Tank's name. Well, I go look at the interview. The interview will say, hey, what's going on with the Tank fight? Well, I don't know. Tank don't want to fight. That is not the same as bringing up his name. You're being asked a question in the interview, and then what they will do was clip that part and make it seem like, oh, this person's talking about Tank all the time. Nigga, that's the fight that everybody want to see. It's no different than when Spence and Crawford were supposed to fight. Everybody's going to ask them about each other. That's totally different from saying, this is the fight I want next. This is the fight I want next. This is the fight I want next. That is lying. But if he says, oh, nah, I want Lamont Roach. I want, now what he is lying about, and I'll tell you, is fucking on Shaki Foster. Because that's a blatant fucking lie. He fought Ray Ford. He should be fucking next.
That's true.
Simple as that. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But I'm not going to say a nigga is lying. Fuck, we seen Devin Haney say he was going to move up and fight Xander. Did that mean he was lying because he not fighting Xander? Nah, it probably was a possibility. But if I take that and clip it and make it look how I wanted to look, I can make it look like what I wanted to look.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
The Oshaki Foster and Shakur thing, because I heard a conversation with Shakur. Foster said he whooped his ass and spun, and Shakur really don't want to see him. Shakur said that didn't happen. But going by the actions of Shakur and not looking for that fight, who would you say is lying?
I would say Shakur Stevenson is lying.
Okay.
Because you should have fucking fought Oshaki Foster next.
And that is why
it ain't no way around that.
That is the difference with you and these other boxing channels. These other boxing channels will praise a guy and won't question him because they want the interviews.
But that's my point. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Shakur Stevenson don't pay me. You know what I'm saying? I can be a fan and still tell the truth, which is why I'm saying what I'm saying about the Bill Haney shit. I've seen it too much from him. It ain't even just Shakur. I've seen it too many times, period, from Bill.
But Bill Haney is a guy that everybody wants on their channel, so they accept that.
Listen to this though. I said this. I mean, and I have to shout out. When I hit you, Brandon, and I was telling you that you needed to get on Bill for the double talk shit. Remember before when Keyshawn was talking about fighting Devin Haney? This was even before he became his number one mandatory.
Right.
Bill said he's on the list. We'll fight him. Then the bullshit when, well, we need a guarantee that Shakur and you know what I'm saying?
That's why I said I see through the bullshit.
Yeah. Remember,
it does not even make sense to try to get two niggas that's separate fighters on the same contract. That's stupid. But I understand Bill. He's going to do that to make it look like, yeah, we want both of them motherfuckers. I understand the bullshit. The difference between me and the rest of them is I don't care to put a video about every little thing. I want to put a video about the shit that I give a fuck about. So most of the times, I'll sit back and just watch. Why? Because I know how Bill is. He a fast talker. If you say something to him that can throw him off, he gonna divert the comment. I've been watching him for too long.
Okay, but what is the biggest part of making money today?
I don't give a fuck about that. What
I'm saying in Bill Haney's defense, what is the biggest part of making money today?
What I'm saying is you don't have to defend them. I'm just telling you I see through the bullshit.
But all you're doing is controlling narratives.
And that's all I'm saying. I'm telling you, unlike a lot of these motherfuckers, I see through the shit.
I think a lot of people see through Bill Haney shit. I think a lot of people.
Ness. I'll watch Ness and be like, but Bill, that's not what I asked you.
Yeah, look, that's what I'm talking about. That's just what I was going.
But Bill, that's not what the fuck I asked you.
Exactly.
No, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yep, look, Bill, don't double talk me. No, Bill, that's not what I asked you. Go back, because this is what you do, Bill. This is what you do.
Because you know what Mill City want him on his channel. So he don't let him get the shit off. But I'm gonna say, cool. So are y'all going to drop the belt to fight Shakur? Because he don't say it like what we need to worry about no belt. We need a belt.
But check this out. Look, your boy did say, right? He on one of them channels, he said he signed the contract with Devin Haney. And the guy said, "Oh, that's great. When is the fight? You actually signed?" And Shakur was like, he was like, yeah. And then the guy was like, "Oh, so when is the fight?" Then Shakur
was it Ariel Helwani?
Huh?
Was it Ariel Helwani?
Yeah, he had to come clean and say, "Well, I agreed to it. I verbally agreed."
See the difference between me? The difference between me is I'll pull this shit up, and if what Tony saying is right, I'm gonna say you fucking right. Shakur shouldn't have fucking said that shit. That's the difference between me and a lot of these other motherfuckers. Or Allen gonna try to make it right for himself so he can be right. I don't care them. I don't know Shakur. I don't know none of them motherfuckers. It don't mean nothing to me.
And that's
my point is.
I saw that myself though. I saw that myself. But you can pull it up if you want. He was like, "So you."
And I think a lot of these dudes need PR people. Because to be honest, I really don't think these niggas truly understand the difference between signing a term sheet and just agreeing to terms versus, okay, I agree to these terms. Let me sign this term sheet as to yes, this is what I'm saying I'm accepting. Right. The contract is something totally different. These motherfuckers are signing a term sheet, like I signed my part. No, nigga, you signed a term sheet. You just too stupid to realize. Go ahead.
Or say that, or sit there and say, "No, I sat with my team and I told my team make the fight."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But they think that that's them really agreeing to it. You know what I'm saying? They
that's just right. You see what I'm saying? So to them, they not looking at it like, oh, I'm cross talking. Them niggas probably don't even. I'm not saying they stupid, but some of them are. It's just like Allen came to me and said something. Allen came to me and said something about Antoine Russell said. I think Gary Antoine Russell and them said they reached out to Shakur's people, and Shakur and them said they didn't want that fight, and then Shakur said that never crossed my table, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear? Y'all heard that?
I heard that. He said, "Look, Shakur said he never got. Look, that never got to him."
Right, and that's the part that people will take. Well, Shakur said you never did that. Gary Russell, I'm like, I did do that. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? The problem will be, let's say Al Heyman may call Jay Prince. Hey, we want Gary Russell for Shakur Stevenson. What it looking like? Oh no, we got Devin Haney lined up. We might got this lined up. Now we don't want that fight right now. Shakur never even know about this shit.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's why I don't jump out there and just say shit, because I don't like putting out false information. So you know what a channel will do? They will take that. Shakur lied. Gary Russell lied. He said he sent them a shit. Shakur said he never got it. They both could be telling the fucking truth. Absolutely. Gary Russell's team did reach out. Shakur Stevenson's team did say, we got this lined up. We can't do that fight right now. Shakur Stevenson never heard about it because he trusted his team to take care of his business. Guess what? Everybody in that situation was telling the fucking truth.
That's true.
Everybody.
Okay,
but guess what a channel will do? A channel will say, yeah, but Shakur said he never got it, so Gary Russell lying. Or Shakur ducking, he said he never got it, he lying. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
What about this right here, though? I mean, do you want to, like, say who you going with on this Haney versus Davis? I don't even want to talk about it till I see a press conference.
No. I don't give a fuck about the I just want to I wanted to bring it up because I saw that it was confirmed. But I mean, we don't gotta give a prediction or nothing, but just what y'all think about the fight.
I think it's a good fight.
Hell, I said day one. I don't think Davis ready for Devin Haney. So you know where I'm at on it. I ain't changed.
I think that this is going to be a fight where we see Devin go back into his shell where it looked like he did against Ramirez.
I don't think so.
You're gonna have to.
I don't think so. I think he look. I think he can outbox. I think he can outbox Keyshawn, and not with a lot of movement either. See, you got to understand that Devin Haney at 147, he think he's swatting. Keyshawn ain't never fight at 147 yet, so he think he's swatting. So I think, look, now, Brandon, you will be right. This is what I'm gonna say. The caveat to that is if Devin Haney comes in there and like he went at Brian Norman early, right? And he catch Keyshawn and Keyshawn catch him with some hard shit. Yes, you will see that repeat because Devin Haney will get on his bicycle and dance all the way around.
This is what I think the difference is with Brian Norman. The slow feet, I think, is what hindered him. If you really look at that fight, Devin Haney didn't do much after round 5. He ain't do much after round 5. Yeah, but you kind of do though. You know what I'm saying? Like
he ain't lose too many rounds after that though.
Yeah, but he also really didn't win too many of them either. I think it was one of those things.
He definitely took his foot off the gas, but when you think, look,
I think it was one of those things where he did good work early. And then now that the momentum was in, you're going to give him all of the closer rounds. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, he really ain't winning the rounds either. I mean, he ain't. Now, granted, Brian Norman probably could have did, but I think it was the foot speed was the difference. I think that's what Keyshawn is different at. And they just as long, you know what I'm saying? Like, my money on Keyshawn. I'm sorry.
If I had to, which I'm not really, but if I had to pick somebody, look, I'm gonna get on my Virgil shit. If I had to pick somebody right now, I pick Devin Haney. I don't care what anybody thinks.
The only thing that scares me with Keyshawn, and I've said this multiple times, maybe y'all haven't heard me, so I'm gonna say it again. But I think Keyshawn Davis has the ability to be an all-time great. The thing that scares me with him is I don't know what his discipline level is like.
And that's what I think gonna get him.
But the thing is, it could be one of those things where this is a fight where it's ain't bullshit this fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think you have every right to lean on Haney because Haney is the person who's always came in professional. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm looking at it from what they do well and what they don't do well.
15 fights in?
Yeah, but I don't think that matters when you highly touted amateur like he was. And when you look at his level of competition through his first 15 fights, he ain't got 17 shitty motherfuckers on his resume. You know what I'm saying? Like, he done whoop some decent people, you know what I'm saying, to be 15 fights in. Listen, I just don't think Devin Haney that good.
Yeah, and I do. So, and I mean shit. So
and I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I'm right. I just I don't see special with Devin Haney. And this ain't the first time I've said that.
No, it's not. It's not. That's been your stance for the longest time.
I see somebody who has great stamina, who has good feet. But I don't see special. I don't see special.
I see. Look, I see good boxing ability. I see him thinking in the ring. I see more than just good feet and damn stamina.
No. I see him thinking. What I'm saying is, I don't think he does any one thing special. Let me say that. Alan, pick your phone up because it's echoing.
Huh?
Lift your phone up because I think the sound is bouncing. But I just don't see. I don't see any one thing that he does great. Maybe I could say it like that. Maybe he's good at a lot of things, and sometimes that's better than being great at one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
But I don't see special. What do you see that Keyshawn is great at?
Keyshawn has a dog, almost like a Terrence Crawford mentality that can get him over in fights where things could be close. It's a level of dog that I see in Keyshawn on top of his ability to box, his ability to me, I see a level of dog in Keyshawn that I don't see in Devin. Shakur, his defense is so fucking good that it's like, bro, it's almost impossible to beat the motherfucker if you can't hit him. Boots, athleticism. His athleticism is so great that he can lock on certain shits. I see special with Devin, and I'm not saying he not. I'm just saying from what I see, he don't do one thing particularly great. And
I don't think Keyshawn does. I don't think Keyshawn does one thing particularly great.
I think his level of dog. I think his level of dog is great. It's great.
I mean, I think that's going to
same thing with Abdullah Mason. I don't think Abdullah Mason is severely super special, but he got a dog mentality that if he need to go get it, he can go get it. And I see that in Keyshawn.
Yeah, I don't see that great. I don't see it that great. I mean, what fight can you go to show that? I mean, because he's been beating up just about everybody for.
Who, Keyshawn?
Yeah.
I think he needed to pull out a dog mentality in the Jermaine Ortiz fight to get the stoppage. The dude,
but he was winning.
Huh?
But he was winning. He wasn't behind.
Yeah, but he had to turn on a level of dog. So dog don't just mean whether you losing a fight or not. Like I'm talking about the ability, even if you win an example, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody like the dude that Abdullah Mason just fought. Did you see Abdullah Mason last fight?
Mm-hmm.
That dude, to me, wasn't that good. Like, he did one thing the whole night, which was straight right hand, straight right hand, straight right hand, straight right hand, straight right hand. It took Abdullah Mason 96 rounds to just say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to dog it out. I don't think Abdullah Mason is that great from... Damn, my bad. I done been saying that. My bad, Alan.
No problem.
I don't think Abdullah Mason is super great from a particular skill thing, but I think he got a level of dog in him that's going to win him a lot of fights. Like Sean Porter.
Okay. What fight did you name again? Because I can't. I'm gonna talk about with Keyshawn because I can't
Jermaine
say.
Ortiz.
Okay, I got to go look at that fight again if I haven't
Matter of
seen
fact,
it.
I can't remember the dude name, but it was a dude. He fought. Shakur fought Artem Haratunian, and Keyshawn was the co-main event. And he was fighting like this Russian dude that I think ended up popping dirty. And you could see the dig down, losing or not. Because sometimes just because you're not losing don't mean the fight not a rough fight. You could be winning and the fight still be rough. I was in person for that fight. I just see a level of dog in Keyshawn, almost like Terrence Crawford. Like Terrence Crawford don't got to be losing the turn on a dog. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see. Don't get me wrong. I do see the dog in him, but I don't see that level of dog. I don't see a dog where the level of dog where you could say he does that great. I think he has a level of dog in him, and I think that comes from, his upbringing and everything else. But I don't think that he does that necessarily great. And I don't see anything
like Tank. You take Tank, right?
Look, basically, I think that Keyshawn, to me, hasn't shown me anything like really special, man. I think that he's very good, but really special, no. And I think that this fight is going to prove.
So let me ask you this, right? Let me ask you this. When I say special, to me is a different category. What I said was I think Keyshawn has the ability to be an all-time great.
Oh yeah, I'm not
Special is different. You start talking about special, you start talking about Floyd Mayweather. Like I'm saying, I think Keyshawn Davis has the ability to be a great.
Okay, what other than the dog? What gives you that? Just that?
No, he can box on the back foot if need be. He could walk you down. He could dog you out. He's sharp. He's defensively responsible.
Sometimes.
The only thing that gets me with Keyshawn Davis is you don't know if the nigga gonna come in on weight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and that
or the nigga might be
in itself.
Right. That's what I'm telling you.
I don't see.
But I'm pointing that out though.
Yeah, I mean, you point stuff out that I don't really see as like that. It tells me that he could possibly be an all-time great.
Okay, so who do you consider an all-time great? Maybe we looking at it different. Right now. Who do you consider an all-time great?
Or somebody I could see that's going to be an all-time great?
No. Past. Who do you see that's like an all-time great fighter?
Terrence Crawford's an all-time great fighter.
No, Terrence Crawford is a special fighter.
But he's an all-time great.
No. He's in a different class of all-time great.
Yeah,
it's like being in the I'm gonna give you an example. Terrence Crawford's an all-time great, but so is Tim Bradley. They both Hall of Famers. Terrence Crawford is a different type of all-time great.
I don't know.
Arturo Gotti in the Hall of Fame.
All-time great.
I think it's a lot of fighters that's in the boxing Hall of Fame that shouldn't be there, but I do think Tim Bradley is an all-time great fighter. Yeah. But I think you looking at special. You looking at Ray Leonard, Hearns. Them dudes is in a different level of greatness. It's like
I was going
Michael
to say,
Jordan, LeBron,
and I was actually going to say a Ray Leonard and a
Ray Leonard is special. Them niggas is special. That's a different level of great. So I'm gonna give you an example. We move it to NBA. You got LeBron, you got Jordan, you got Kobe.
Brandon, you're saying that they are a special all-time great. You just can't say special. Yeah,
because special is you got all-time great, and then you got special. It's the category
special all-time great. You got to put them all together.
Them niggas is above all-time though.
Because people say all the time, look, oh, he's a special fighter, but he's not. But he hasn't even reached all-time great yet. People put in your category, you want to put special up here, but people use
or maybe we can say elite level.
Yeah,
them guys, Crawford, Mayweather, them niggas up there.
Yeah, that's true.
Then you got Tim Bradley. You got that level. I'm saying I think Keyshawn is that level type of talent. The thing that I think can hold him, like example.
Okay. No.
Adrian Broner could have been a special all-time great in your words, but his discipline didn't. You see what I'm saying? That's what I see with Keyshawn Davis. I think he has the ability. I don't know if from a discipline standpoint.
I will give it to you, but I mean, especially if you want to compare him to Tim Bradley, right? But if you want to throw Adrian Broner in there when Adrian was on his run, I don't see Keyshawn being at that level of special, you know what I'm saying, as Adrian was when he was on his run.
Nah, I think Adrian is probably one of the most special fighters we've ever seen.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I'm saying? Like
he was. He really was.
But I'm gonna give you an example. Like when you start looking at people that I would consider all-time greats, right?
What?
Look at people like De La Hoya.
Hold on, Brandon. Take on who, Alan?
I'm just listening to y'all conversation. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
No, what you
saying? I thought about the comment just now about Adrian Broner being what y'all said he was, and I said I gotta go back and watch the tape because, like I said, memory don't serve right now. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Oh yeah, because you know everybody
before he got to welterweight. Alan,
but
just
if you go look at
welterweight.
Adrian Broner at 135, but then the thing with that is his level of competition also wasn't there. So we were just looking at his
and that is where I'm saying, and that is why.
The point is,
that's the
Alan,
advantage I give to Devin Haney.
Keep going in and out.
And let me tell you
keep going in and out. The thing that we are talking about is talent.
Yeah, talent.
When you look at Adrian Broner, his talent level showed that if he would have stayed disciplined and moved the way he was supposed to, not jump from 35 to 47 and do what he should have did, his talent level was special great. Now, granted, it didn't turn out that way because of life, but we just talking about the talent level.
Yeah.
The difference between Keyshawn and Adrian, though, is Keyshawn's level of competition through 15 fights ain't even close to where Adrian.
Let me ask you a question. Who did Adrian Broner beat that put him? Was it Paulie Malignaggi?
We didn't care about him. We didn't care about who he beat. We just talking about his talent.
First of all, Adrian Broner is a four division champion.
4 division champion. Yeah.
Yes, that's number one. Alan is number two. Look, when you talk about special when he was doing this thing, I've seen him go back to the corner and say, "Oh, I got him. I'm getting ready to knock him out this round," and get him up out of there. I saw that on more than one occasion.
Right.
Yes.
That's special.
Yeah. Adrian Broner.
He was a dog, man. He was a dog. Look, he had patterned himself after Floyd, but he hit harder because Floyd had hand problems. Of course.
Yeah. Okay, that I do remember. I do remember saying that. Okay.
And the reason why you could put him in that category is, and the reason why I put him in that category is because not only did he show the flashes in the ring, he showed it outside of the ring. He also had the persona of somebody that probably should have been the face of boxing after Floyd Mayweather. So I'm just looking at potential. With Devin, I think Devin is a great fighter, and I also think he will be an all-time great. I just don't see any one thing that is great from him.
Not even his jab.
I think his jab is good. I think it is overstated though. And when they start talking about the best jab in boxing, he don't got no Jamal Charlo type jab.
But
you don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like best jab in boxing.
Okay.
Like I think he has a good jab. I think that, and like I said, he could be in a better situation not having one great thing and having a bunch of good shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when I compare LeBron to people, my biggest thing for LeBron is you really can't point to any one thing that he do great outside of IQ.
Can I ask y'all a question about Devin Haney?
Hold on. He's not a great dribbler. He's not a great shooter. He don't shoot free throws good. Like, but when you look across the board, he good. He kind of good at everything. You'll look at him up like Steph and be like, shit, Steph is a great fucking shooter, but he ain't getting no rebounds. He ain't getting no blocks. So it may be better for Devin Haney that he's not super great at one thing and he's just good, really good at a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, but what was you about to say, Alan? Go ahead.
Every time Devin Haney is challenged, so every time we think Devin Haney is going to lose, he steps up and he shows us in a way that we just totally unexpected. Prograis, Brian Norman,
and it stops there.
Absolutely,
it doesn't stop there.
Yeah, yes, it does.
Because he lost to Lomachenko.
Who else you gonna name?
Did he lose to Lomachenko?
I'm gonna tell you this. I think it should have been a draw, but I'm not mad if either way that it went.
Yeah, I'm not mad at either way that it went. But look, Devin Haney wasn't expected to lose to Lomachenko.
Right.
You talking about somebody that, look, when he had those tough fights, we thought that when he moved up to fight Prograis, that Prograis might knock his block off. Okay, we were impressed by that fight. We thought that after the Ryan Garcia stuff and then that Ramirez fight, that he was going to
And
get
whole
knocked
time
out.
we be wiping this Ryan shit off the face of the earth like it didn't happen. But
It happened.
It happened, but he won every round except the rounds he got drugged.
Yeah,
but he got dropped. He got drugged in 5 of them rounds. What does it matter that he won 4 of them? Like, what are you talking about? He lost the first round because he got rocked.
The reason why I'm gonna tell you this right now. Look, the reason why it did happen, but you talk about in the I don't think the Austrian had anything wrong to do with his defensive flaws, right? That caused him to get dropped. But that is that you did pop dirty. And then number 2, you did come in overweight. Devin Haney shouldn't have took the fight, but he did.
Yeah, but see, I don't even bring that up because Devin Haney agreed to it. Now the Austrian shit, I take. But the way you knew he was 143, you tried to get a couple extra dollars, and you took the fight. So I can't argue that.
Look, all of the shit that Ryan did afterwards, with all of the calling, and all the name shit. I don't fuck with him at all, so I don't even look at that fight no more. I don't fuck with him at all. Fuck him. That's just how I feel about it. And it's nothing we can do.
We can say that, but we can say that, right? We can say that. We can say that shit don't count.
I give Ryan full credit for what he did.
I ain't gonna say it don't count, Brandon. I say I don't look at it no more. But let me tell you something. I'm not saying it doesn't count. I'm not saying that because look, everybody saw what they saw. He got his ass beat by Ryan Garcia.
I give Ryan full credit for what he did in the ring that night.
Hey, look, we can say that.
But I don't fuck with him. Fuck him.
Big left hand by Garcia. Rocks Haney.
And you talk about somebody that ain't got no dog in him.
Rocks Haney early.
Devin showed dog in that fight.
Devin showed a lot of dog in that fight.
He sure the hell did.
Devin could have let it go in the 5th round, but Devin finished that fight.
This is the difference, though. It's a difference between having heart to get beat up and having the heart to turn up and whoop somebody's ass. Devin, guess what? Arturo Gotti had a lot of heart.
Devin never stopped trying.
So neither did Arturo Gotti. But
the reason why I said to you about Keyshawn is that he was never like in trouble and had to really dig deep. That's why I was talking about Devin Haney getting his ass whooped and never stopped trying. We don't know if Keyshawn Davis gets dropped.
Go watch the fight.
When
Keyshawn fought on the undercard of Shakur Stevenson. And
did he get dropped?
That was not Devin Haney.
He don't have to get dropped. The point is he faced adversity.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
What was the name of the fight again? Because I'm going to watch it.
Hold on. I think we watched this. I got you.
That he's going to be at a disadvantage and not hook. Off balance.
Big right hand for Devin Haney. As frequently as it needs to happen.
Oh, and he's got him locked again. And down for a second time.
2.5 on Garcia.
At least
and the thing is, we act like it can't happen again. Keyshawn is him. I'm just saying, but let me pull up that fight for you. That fight was.
No, just tell me what it is. I'll watch it after.
No, I'm about to go to it. I'm about to so I can tell you what the name of it is.
Yeah,
it was on. I just know it was on the.
We about to get the hell off of here because we've been over here for over 2 damn hours.
I know it was on the Shakur Stevenson undercard. Let me see.
And Allen, look, you gave him total credit. I gave him total credit until, like I said, well, I didn't give him total credit, but because shit, they got the shit in there for a reason. But Devin Haney took the fight, so you can't really blame the weight, even though he shouldn't have. That was a bad decision that he made.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
He paid the price for it. But
you ain't taking the fight.
I don't care. You can show that.
Watch this. In that same breath, Shakur pretty much saying the same thing. I'm not coming to 47. not gonna let you have a weight advantage on me, brother.
Yeah, no, Shakur's smart. But I will. It doesn't matter. Somebody can look. You can pull that clip up.
Keyshawn Davis versus Miguel Magnuno. It was a Spanish dude. He ended up popping dirty after the fight. But Keyshawn had it. I said, oh no, this nigga tough. It was, matter of fact, Oshaki Foster versus Robson Conceição was on that card too. But yeah, Keyshawn Davis versus Miguel Magnuno. Slim was motherfucking.
Hold on. Davis, because I'm gonna watch this when we get off this.
Yeah. Miguel Magnuno. UENO.
Did Anthony Joshua win today?
He fought on. I thought he come on and won something.
No,
I don't think he on yet.
Oh, he might not be on, but
yeah, I think that card started around 1. I think.
M-A what?
MADUENO.
Okay, MADUENO. UENO. Okay, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Try to watch the full fight though, because the highlights.
Yeah, I am.
I'm
gonna watch the full fight. I'm gonna watch it. I might have seen it before, but I may not remember. But I'm gonna watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch the full fight.
Oh yeah, the main card started at 1 for Joshua, so that's about to come on.
Yeah.
The ring, but it's a main event ring walks is probably gonna be between 5 and 6 p.m. So Joshua probably ain't coming out to about 5:30, 6 o'clock. Yeah, I'm about to run my mother.
Damn. Brandon, you know what?
What?
I may just have to capitulate to what you just said. I'm looking at their goddamn records when they fought. This dude had 33 fights. He was 31-2 with 28 knockouts.
No, the motherfucker. I was at the fight, Tony. The motherfucker was cracking, bro. I'm like, man, Keyshawn
was just 11-0 with 7 knockouts.
So I'm saying he's a different type of a 15-0 fighter.
Yeah, he is. I'm gonna watch this fight though.
Man, that motherfucker was cracking Keyshawn.
No. Just that alone. Somebody at 11-0.
You fighting
somebody with 33 fights, Alan. Look, he got 31-2 with 28 knockouts, Alan.
Yeah. Motherfucker was
nobody
top rank.
15 fights.
Top rank. Was it top rank fight?
Yeah, top rank.
Okay.
Yeah, top rank.
Yeah, but guess what? Top rank told Keyshawn not to take that. Keyshawn took it anyway. And watch this. And the motherfucker popped dirty afterwards.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Nope. I'm gonna watch the fight.
He was cracking Keyshawn.
Him taking that fight at 11-0, bro. You right.
Listen.
He different.
Well, you know what? Bottom line, I'm taking Haney.
Keyshawn.
I'm still
taking, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. It's a close fight. I just
Keyshawn can definitely win it.
Win what?
The fight against Haney.
Okay.
What's Haney's record, Al?
One is something.
This fight is no contest, right?
That's right.
Man,
so he's still undefeated. I don't care what Brandon
said. He got a bunch of wins, a draw. Oh no, they gave him the Lomachenko fight.
You know what my eyes never gonna do to me? They never gonna tell me something different from what I see. And what I see was him ass up in the air with a shit stain right in the middle. As Ryan said, he sitting on himself after hitting him with that left hook. Devin Haney 33-0 with 15 KOs.
Boxing lesson. I see a boxing lesson.
I think Devin learned from that fight, though.
And you gotta remember, they was taking points and shit away from from Ryan Garcia.
They were.
Motherfucking Henry Doc with some shit that fight. He wanted to damn near help Devin Haney. Ryan was whooping his ass.
Hey, you remember the funny thing about that fight where I went to go watch the fight? You know how certain places you go and you know people know boxing. So I refused to get in any conversations. I said, I'm just gonna watch the fight. Some dude ticked me off talking that Devin Haney shit. I was like, my cousin was like, why don't you bet? I said, I'm not betting this dude. I said, well,
you froze.
I'm telling you, Allen shit all fucked up. I might watch that fight again. I'm gonna run my mother to Walmart real quick and grab her some stuff for the week. So update, man. She getting ready to go back to work. So that mean everything going good. Yeah.
That's good, man.
But I don't know if Allen is coming back or not. But
yeah,
end this shit off the right way. Damn, how we end this shit? I forgot.
Oh yeah, Batman Boxing Talk. We out.
We out. We out. We out. Hit me after you watch that joint and tell me what you think, man.
All right, I will. All right,
brother. I see y'all.
I see.